Hopefully you can hear me and see me. Hey. Oh, look, I just woke up. Man, I was knocked out. I was tired. But then I got a little bit of juice, so I wanted to just come on here and check in. Hold on, why I look creepy? Oh, well. Anyway, cricket or not, here's this little cute little white candle. I just wanted to, I don't know, I just felt called to do this again. It's as a token of whoever see it, if you can see the flame, it's to cleanse your energy, your mind. Take some deep breaths. Just breathe. This is what I do sometimes. And sometimes when I gaze at the flame, it'll give me some kind of download, but this is not the purpose of that today. I just want to send that positive juju out because it's I think it's a new moon today, y'all. So let's cleanse. Did y'all know that? And I had to be reminded of that because I said, that's why I'm so damn tired. So there you go. Let me see if I can turn this light back on. So anyway, hopefully y'all having a good night, a good evening. And I wanted to hop on here before I was gonna go and hop in the shower and stuff, but I was like, no, let me wait. Let me check in with some people. Is this right? Yeah, I feel it. Let me see. Positive juju, candle off. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a new moon. What is it? New moon in Capricorn today. I was like, what? That's why I'm tired. So when the moon be waxing and going towards full moon, I feel it in my body. I don't know about anybody else, but I get more energy. It do something for me. But no, that new moon, even though I feel some kind of energy shift, I be energized, but it be more internally. Definitely don't. The physical energy be a little zapped. So I said, I guess that's what that is. This is my second cup of coffee. Is it my second little cup? Yeah. Cheers. Although I never really fill it all the way up. I put it about right here. Put a little milk in there. And let me tell you what I put in my coffee. I don't know if this is just me. I put a sprinkle of, wait a minute, is that honey? I put honey in my coffee. A dash of cayenne pepper. Ginger. What else? Cinnamon. And yeah, I said honey, and sometimes I use a little whatever equal or something. No, stevia. But yes, that coffee be burning in the back of my damn throat. But yeah, I don't know. In my mind, them herbs do something for me. So I just decided to continue to do it. Even though it ain't tea. Usually I just do that for my tea. But yeah, otherwise I just wanted to hop on because I said I haven't been here. I feel even a little tired now, a little bit. But that's just a feeling. So get that shit out of here. Because ain't no way I should be tired. And I've been off and on snoozing like that. So anyway, yeah. Happy new moon in Capricorn. So new moons is a opportunity, they say, to set new intentions. Because whatever new intentions you set, whatever new seeds you plant, the moon, what's opposite of Capricorn is Cancer energy. So then 6 months from now, I think they say 6 months from now, it'll be a full moon in Cancer, I believe, or either a new moon in Cancer, one or the other. But anyway, with the moon cycles, they claim every 6 months. So whatever the moon, whether it's a new moon or full moon, whatever astrology sign it's in, supposedly 6 months from now, those seeds should start to germinate, come to fruition, something like that. So anyway, happy new moon. And if you're a little tired, and that might explain it. Because energy's there. They say the new moon pull on the tides of the ocean, similarly like the full moon, but not as strong. So whatever energetic signature impact it's having down here, it ain't gonna, I mean, maybe that's why I'm tired. Maybe that's why you're tired if you're somebody a little tired. I don't know. But I thought, well, okay. The dark side of the moon. That's why the movie, what's that, Transformer? That's why it's called that. That's the unseen shit. That's not illuminated. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, I put all that in my coffee. Do anybody else do that? I can't believe how I feel like what is that? The hell? But I'm just going with it. Maybe that's a little test, guy, trying to see like you gonna sit up here and get mad at your body if you don't go. Stupid. I'm like, nah. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you ain't, you know. But that don't mean don't hit red button. Hey, hello, happy new year. What's crazy, I was just thinking about this too, like how it's a new moon in Capricorn today. New moon, new beginning, set new intention. That's what they say you're supposed to do. And I think it's kind of cool how close it is to the new year. Okay, so you're right there. Wow. So do y'all set intentions though? I know I ain't writing nothing down, journal nothing, but I do know, just in general, something I was thinking real deeply about is how I said my new moon intentions going forward. This is now, they say something is real powerful about this new moon specifically. I don't know about astrology like that, but it's something about Pluto being a planet that has to do with like generational transformation, and that since it's shifted into Aquarius, the energetic signature. So whatever you plant, whatever new intentions you set supposedly on this new moon is going to determine, in some ways, it's going to almost determine what type of timeline you finna be having, what you're about to be having play out for the rest of your life. If it's stuck back there, I guess pre-COVID type mindset, hey, if you don't figure out some kind of way to shift out of that, you're going to have a hard time unprogramming and reprogramming any resets that's necessary. This is the best time to do it, supposedly. Specifically with this new moon. And I don't quote me on that. Look it up on your own self if that's something that you'd be curious about. But I thought, damn, is that true? So Pluto is the planet it's about generational planet. What do they say? Because it's an outer planet, a smaller outer planet, and it has to do with generational, collective karmic something. And since it switched out of, where was Pluto? Where was it at? I don't remember what planet it was in prior, but it shifted out of, I think Pluto was in Capricorn at one point, and so it shifted out of that, and now it's into Aquarius. So that's a new energetic signature. And Aquarius has got to do with that humanitarian digital age type, and not so much power thrusting, power hungry world dominance. If me, I, this type thing. As long as I'm up, it's good. I don't give a damn about no other human being. Pluto switching to Aquarius, supposedly that energetic signature is supposed to be your expansion in consciousness, where you start to really be more considerate of your fellow human mates. Supposedly that's what it's supposed to do. And so with it being a new moon, moon is what? Moon is talking about your emotions. So that's the mindset shift it's supposed to be helping with, I guess. So it ain't got to be that doggy dog world, because this doggy dog world shit, that shit ain't normal. So I thought, okay. But in general, my new intentions, I haven't written it down, and I'm gonna just be real general. So it ain't like nobody could block it as far as I'm concerned. But just in general, I said going forward, I got this book here, first of all. This book by Trevor Noah. And before I bought it, I had watched him he was talking to somebody, this a few years back, but he was talking on a stage, explaining his background, his life, and then the book. I think this is when the book he first launched it. But one of the things that stood out to me was how he said, man, back in South Africa, they was young. They could have fun playing with rocks, throwing rocks, and found joy, some sense of joy, peace, and just contentment just with something simple like that. Just rocks, because he wasn't always Trevor Noah on this level as far as world fame and stuff like that. But I came across that book, and it brought me to him explaining it, how like they used to literally have fun just playing with rocks. And then something made me just kind of reflect on how, them stories, some of them poor places in the world, them kids be extremely joyful. And it's just strange, at least to the modern world over here, because it's like, how these kids so happy and got more joy, and they got way less shit than us. And just basically what that brought to mind, just in general, with this new moon going forward, basically what that showed me is how, like, literally happiness and having content and that kind of thing, and some sense of peace, that shit is an inside job. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing you're gonna do. Ain't nothing gonna be able to create that for you. And I just said, no matter how my external environment fluctuates and the shifts and blah blah blah, I said I'm definitely not I just think happiness and having peace and some sense of contentment in life, it's a conscious decision you have to make internally. It's a consciousness thing. It's a psychology thing. And that's my intention. I'm like, because at the end of the day, I mean, Man, your life ain't promised. You can die tomorrow. Like, I just don't even want to entertain that type of energy, that mindset, and beliefs, any of that. Like, I'm like, no. And even if the being on earth as a person require you to be dedicated and focus on things and have goals, that don't mean you got to be just a Scrooge as you go through your shit. And I'm like, I don't want to live like that. And I'm coming more and more to better understand that is a conscious decision. And that's where I'm at. And I said, just going forward, and that's where I want to be at. And that's my intention, that the things that's in my life, the people, whatever I'm doing, it's like, I just wanted to be on that vibration, not toxic positivity. I'm not talking about that, but I just don't want to live there like that. I really feel like in my heart that even if you had a harsh past, things went on that was out of your control, that might have made you feel less than or abused you in any way. I don't care what kind of. I said, I'm making a conscious decision. I'm still not going to live down there in that Scrooge ass energy. I just do it. I just can't do it. That was my new moon intentions. I said, that's where I'm at right now. I don't give a damn what's going on. I just can't do it. Because for whatever reason, I could really see and understand, like, man, this life is a gift, dude. It's a fucking gift. You ain't guaranteed shit. Like, what are you doing? I just don't want to live like that and think like that, at least from a psychological perspective, emotionally, mentally. So I said, that's my new year intention, to just try my best to stay just like them numbers. Remember when I don't know if you somebody who came across the video when I was talking about them angel numbers, 12, 21, 222. That's what that means. No matter what's happening in your 3D reality, you got to have mastery over how you gonna feel inside your body. And anything that's not aligned with that, what's them words, like stonewall, gray rock, or whatever the hell, I don't even know exactly what they mean, but they come to mind. Anything that's not aligned with that, do that to that. Fuck that. Because your life's not promised, man. And I just don't want to live in that type of, now that's dark. Come on, hell. That's hell. That's what hell really is to not be able to have some sense of peace and shit. So I'm like, no. I'm just making a decision to just really try to keep my thoughts and just my perspectives, like see great linings and shit. I don't give a damn what's going on. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I thought I would share that because I thought, how did Trevor know? How was he a kid having fun, that kind of fun, playing with rocks and shit? He was playing with rocks. He said he should throw rocks. And they found that fun, and even to the point where as an adult, he can bring that up. That's a childhood memory that's deeply embedded in his psyche. And he genuinely felt like that kind of stuff was fun. So that just showed, like, hey, over here we spoiled this motherfucker, and we ain't not doing. That's why you just gotta have gratitude. Now, aside from that, when I was making this coffee, dude, let me tell you what I was hearing. This be random as a month. I was hearing, best part of waking up. It's colder air. And all of a sudden I heard this beat come in like, come. And I was like, oh, somebody need to make that song. Somebody, I don't know if you got to have copyrights, is that what it's called? To remix stuff like that. But I swear I was cracking up in my head like, hell no, why that beat come in like that? Oh my God, it reminded me of the game Subway Surfer. You know the game Subway Surfer? I came across the Subway Surfer, the game, but somebody didn't create it as a piano beat. I was like, how creative is that? Oh my God. But yeah, so that came to mind. I was cracking up like, hell no. So if you somebody who into beats and technology, maybe you need to make that be if you can do it, make it be a YouTube Shorts cool beat of some type. Because it sounded so dope in my head. I told my nephew, I was like laughing to myself, thinking about it like, the best part of waking up is colder in my... I just heard it. Yeah, so I had to share that little tidbit with y'all. And then also, before I go, let's see. I want to do this experiment. This is the experiment I want to do. So I think it's going to be fun. Here it is. Okay, so let me show you my head. Before I cut it again, this is what I want to do. Show y'all. So my head, before I shave my head, I used to wear like a lot of braids and stuff, tight braids. And so when I shave my head, I didn't know I had this kind of scalp damage, right? But even just prior to shaving my head, when I used to wear them braids and stuff, areas as it will, some of your areas on your head is a little thinner than others. And I just remember buying this. Not because my actual hair didn't grow, but literally I used to have so much, what they call it, tension alopecia. I had bought some of this way back there because I didn't like the way my parts was kind of big. So I guess the little lesson in that is like, man, you got to be careful. You can't be having all that tension on your scalp. Because even when my hair grow, it grows out. But hey, that scalp damage ain't no joke. Ain't that crazy? So you have to be careful and take care of your hair, take care of your scalp. Although it do grow out, but sometimes I think that tension alopecia can be so severe to your hair follicles that it won't grow out. Thankfully, mine's do, but these areas are a slightly bit thinner. But it's only apparent to me. But I just want to share that. But my experiment is, I just want to mess with this. I found this in my bag. I don't know how old it is. This is not no sponsored nothing. I don't know. I just found this in my bag. So what's this color? It's called Topics. I think I bought this way back from, where I bought them, like Sally's Beauty Supply. And this is called Hair Building Fibers. It's black. Full hair instantly. So anyway, I just wanted to play with this because I was going to take a shower. So I said, well, if I do this now, just because I'm just curious if this, like, what's up with this here, then I can wash it out later. So how did it look like? It looked like fine pepper spray. Y'all see that? Wait a minute. You can't even see the mugs here. You probably ain't even see them on my head either. But let's see. This is random. Just go with it. If it drives you crazy, I understand. See you later. But I'm just curious. So what is this going to look like? What is this? And of course, my hair is not black like this. But I'm trying to figure out, what was I thinking? What was it? Wait a minute. Ooh, that's black as a mug. Hold on. So I'm trying to figure out, what did I used to do to try to blend it in? Let me see. What? Oh, that's because my hair is too close to the scalp still. But ain't that crazy? I guess it do work if you had a full head of hair, but it's a little thin or something. This stuff, it feel in. Maybe, and this is because probably it's old, so maybe that's why it's looking kind of midnight bluish. Y'all remember that hair dye back in the day, midnight blue? Yeah, it don't look. Yeah, this is just something silly. But I've been wanting to do this like for a couple of days, so I'm just curious. And if I had like a cardboard box, I would literally be like monkeying around with it and like put the cutout right here to create like a line like them boys be doing. Well, anyway, if you do got hair, I mean, of course, this definitely wouldn't work on somebody who got their hair cut this kind of low. But I will say this do work if you got braids and you got that tension alopecia. It helps fill it in because that'd be looking crazy. It's called Topics, yeah, but this is old though. But I saw that and I said, let me see what this is gonna look like. What is this gonna really do? It ain't sticking. I wonder if the fibers was always just little like that. Oh yeah, they were. Because even the holes is little. You see how tiny them holes is? Yeah, that's little like a pepper shaker. But yeah, this is something this didn't cost a whole lot. It's something that's cheap. That's something good, maybe for somebody who got a little bit of thinner hair. Try it out. I ain't even got enough energy to put on my whole head, believe it or not. I was just curious. Yeah, but my head is too low. It's too low down to my damn scalp, so it's showing up weird. Let me try to dust this on. But anyway, men, women, be sure to go damn braids don't be so tight, because that's what be happening though. If nothing else, it be creating that scalp damage, and that's bogus. Well, yeah. But that's my new moon intention. I said, I don't want to think, I don't want to entertain that shit like that no more. I just don't. Nothing like that. And I'm going to nail that shit too. Watch. I'm going to master that shit, and then I'm going to come and tell you all about it. Because I ain't gatekeeping shit. Especially when it comes to that. Because I think that's what people are looking for. They looking for answers of how to enjoy their life more. with or without a man, with or without the perfect job, with or without the ideal car, with or without the shit, I don't know. People trying to figure out how to feel better in general in their body. And as they glancing out in the world, no matter what's happening, people want to know what the fuck and how to do it. And I'm gonna tell you, because I'm gonna figure that shit out. Because God be using me as a test dummy. I'm like, damn, okay. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. I'm gonna write a book about it. How about that? Yeah. That's why he said ain't nothing wasted. Ain't nothing wasted. Just even when you think about the monks and shit in the world, like how are they that content and happy and they just run around with a sheet on all day? That's why I'm like, no, it ain't. The trick, the lie, the biggest lie in the world that's ever told is that it's things and shit that's gonna do that for you. It's something inside. It is, absolutely is. And I figure if you can master what's going on inside your mind, well, everything else gonna come up. Everything else is gonna be almost like a, what's that word? Everything else is just falling in place. Because as within, so without. If you feel full inside and mentally you have some sense of peace and inner contentment, it's just a matter of time. The byproduct of that is going to be something that's going to be an outward expression of what's going on internally, period. And that's truthfully what I feel. But you just got to have a little patience. I do believe that you got to have a little patience and a lot of faith. And that shit about walk by sight, not what they say, walk by faith and not by sight. That's extremely true. What do you want? Come on. Because I experienced something real weird the other night or last night. I noticed something. You know how they say, that's what they say, you need to try to stay present and live in the present moment and be as engulfed in what's happening in front of you. Look at that and deal with that more so than throwing your thoughts and ideas and wishes and goals and disappointments way out in the future, hoping and praying that something don't happen. And I think the reason that's so important is because I think it's almost like, so they said what's going on in your present reality is just simply from your past, whatever and however you were showing up and the habits and intentions you have from the past. That's why your 3D reality currently look like the way it is, because it's a time delay. It's a time delay, literally. And so that's why they said, yeah, you can pay attention to what's going on in your present reality, but don't let what's going on in your present reality discourage you to the point where you want to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and be like, peace. No, because your current reality is a 3D manifestation of your intentions you had 6 months ago. And I don't know if this is correlated to that new moon, full moon thing, them 6 month cycles like that. I don't know. But so then, because I was thinking about that, I said, well, how is that possible? How is that possible? How is what's going on in my life right now from my past? And so basically what happened was I was looking at a live that I had uploaded where I knew that when I hit off that live, it has somewhere maybe like 100 people have viewed that live. But as the time went on, a couple of hours, it was slowly trickling in. Like it will be like 12, and it'll say 12 views, and then it'd be like, okay, 22 views, and then maybe it'd get up to about 54 views. And I thought, is that what that's kind of similar to? So it's almost like, so if I was somebody who was strictly one of those, I gotta believe it to, what did it say? I gotta see it to believe it type mindset people, that could have been enough to discourage me and maybe want to just maybe delete the whole channel potentially if you don't just chill sometime. Because what that was an example of is how what goes on in your 3D present reality sometimes is a reflection of, it's almost like it's a reflection of what you was doing in the past, but it's a time delay. So it don't necessarily show up right at that time. So seeds you sow in the present moment don't necessarily produce the damn fruit in the present moment. It'd be taking time for it to catch up. Hence how the YouTube, videos you upload, the like, whatever it might be. Sometimes even new subscribers, it's a time delay. That shit don't show up right there on the dot. It might not show up for hours and maybe until the next day. So that's why you cannot just solely live by that notion of, I got to see it to believe it, because sometimes your current present 3D reality is not an accurate representation of the seeds that you've been sowing from over the last, whatever, a couple of weeks, couple of months. It's not necessarily an accurate representation, because sometimes it hasn't caught up to you yet. That's why you got to be patient. And just know, because you know what your intentions been and what seeds you've been sowing. And what you sow, you're going to reap, period. So if you've been shifting and trying to grow and do things a little different, well, it ain't going to, that's just like if you start a diet or anything. Just because you started a diet today and you try to kill the gym today, don't mean when you go home before you get in the shower, you're going to be like 20 pounds down. No, but you put in the work. You doing the thing. You doing what's necessary for the results to show up, but it just ain't caught up in your 3D reality yet. But the seeds have been sown because the habits are changed. Something shifted in how you doing life or whatever. But that's why they say you got to just have trust the process, have faith, and walk by faith and not by sight, and know that it's only a matter of time. If you've been doing something differently, you've been eating more clean or whatever, although it might not be showing up currently right now, the day that you started it, over a period of time, it don't have any choice but to manifest. It has to, because something's been shifted in your behavior. And that's what they say, your future self is basically just a manifestation of your micro habits in the present moment over time. Micro habits in the present moment over time is what your future self is going to be. So ain't that's a cool little, I don't know, that was a cool little revelation for me, because I thought, plus it helps with patience and shit. That's why you got to be patient. And you got to sometimes, although instant gratification is dope, you also have to be willing to play the long game and shit sometimes. You have to. That's what I'm learning from that. So I was like, okay. So God be speaking. Yeah, but otherwise I didn't have no profound download as far as songs go. But I did hear this when I was doing something in the bathroom with water, washing my face or something. Hey, y'all remember that little short? It used to be like, excuse me. It used to be like, Charlie bit me. Charlie bit me. Y'all remember that little boy and his brother? It was like a toddler and like a little baby. And he put his finger in his mouth and he was like, Charlie bit me. And I haven't seen it for years and years. But I thought, I wonder why the hell it popped in my head. And I thought about it. And then the first thing I heard was, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I was like, damn, God, what'd I do? So I said, well, maybe that's something I'm going to reflect on even more. But I'm going to share that with y'all. Because I thought that little video was actually very funny. It was cute. And them kids is older now. I don't know if y'all seen them, where they at now. But I heard that. I was like, Charlie bit me. It just came in my head random. And then I thought, what in the hell? And then the next thing you know, I heard, that's almost like an example of that. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I guess in other words, reap what you sow, or whatever, however you want to look at it. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Wow. And also what came to mind with that is how, what's that word? Naivete? Being naivete, that shit ain't gonna save you. Life it's gonna make you learn. It's gonna make you learn even if you're naivete. Damn, I was like, okay. Because they were so cute, they were so innocent, but he learned. He won't do that no more. And so I guess in some ways that's how life be. But yeah, and then just right after that, all of a sudden I heard, thank you for being a friend. And that was like, I think that came in my head because I thought, well, God, thanks for that little download right there. As just something for me to reflect on and think about and be mindful of. So I guess there was some weird ass way that I was like, at least talking to God in my head. Like, thank you for that. Because I'm really grateful. I really love when shit pop in my head like that. That's practical, that makes sense to me. There's something that I really see, even if it's a harsh lesson in it, I can integrate it in my life, in my perspective, my perception, my actions going forward. That shit is a big deal. It just brings me so much damn joy. But yeah, as I continue on my little journey and learning this shit, if nothing else, how to be that mental mastery thing, that's a big deal. Because that Scrooge shit is not where it's at. It ain't. If somebody can only got bricks to play with and they ain't no damn Scrooge, hey, you can learn from that. And so as I continue to learn on my little journey, I'm going to tell y'all. Because Because the dark forces of the world want you to not know that shit. They want you to be paying all that damn money for them prescriptions and all this old shit. To slap a band-aid on something that you technically should be able to control for yourself on your own. That's what Sadhguru said. He said our mind is like one of the most sophisticated tools our brain is, but for whatever reason, we was not born with a manual how to use that mug. So he was like, yeah, we sharp. We are sharp as a species, meaning our psychology, our mind, our brain, the complexity of us and our thinking. We sharp. He said the tool is so sharp that we be cutting our own damn self because we don't know how to use it and master it right. And so I said, I totally agree with that. And I guess that's why that's so important to me, because I just see that shit. So yes, stay tuned. And look at this, man. What in the spoil? Hold on. What I can't believe is these damn topics on my head like that, looking like a spotted cow head. Yep. And then whoever you are, set the intention to be consistent. Whatever you plan on doing, changing, shifting, trying, going after it, whatever. I hear that show up every day. Because whatever you want in the future, your future self is going to always be determined by the micro habits that you have in the present moment. And over time, that's what's going to make it be what you're trying to be. It was always about that, your micro habits daily. Over time, the accumulation of that compound interest, almost like that investment stock market stuff. So do inventory, people. I'm about to do it. Well, that's a big deal. I'll put this baby down. So I love you. Oh, here, before I go, let me do this with y'all. Baby, you too spoiled. Hold on. Hold on, let me breathe because I feel rushed. It ain't nothing where to be going right now. Not at this moment. What I was gonna say? Oh, okay. This is what I'm gonna do. Speaking of Trevor Noah, let's see if we get a message. Some bibliomancy. Now, yeah, this ain't no biblical text. It ain't about that. But my goal is that the energies let us flip to some page in here that's gonna have, even if it's something silly, it's gonna have something insightful. Yeah, this book called Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, a soul-nurturing pleasure, an enormous gift. Wait, what's on the back? Praise for born a crime. Okay. Okay, here we go. I was reading back to see if there's anything important. Okay, y'all ready? Let's see if we can get a message. Trevor Noah, energy. What is something in your book that you think could be something good? That'll be insightful and useful, beneficial, enlightening for us. And thank you, Joyce Myers. I learned this from Joyce Myers. I didn't know what the hell this was. But she said, I remember when I was a baby Christian, I would have a Bible, although there's ain't a Bible. And she was like, I could do one of these numbers and get a message. For whatever reason, her finger would drop on the right message, right page. And it'll always be something that she could chew on, marinate on, and integrate and apply practically in her life. So I thought that's cool. Let me try. Wait a minute, let me keep on going. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, here we go. Can I read this whole little page? Yeah, I'll do that. Let me see if I can do it. So if you got this book, this page 3. Hey, that's a shame when you be lazy. Dude, I don't even want to read the whole little paragraph. I want to read the little paragraph, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, it says whenever the riots broke out, all our neighbors would wisely. What? Hold on. So whenever the riots broke out, all our neighbors would wisely hole up behind closed doors, but not my mom. She'd head straight out and wait. She'd head straight out, and as we inch our way past the blockade, she'd give the rioters this look. Let me pass. Okay. She'd give the rioters this look. Let me pass. I'm not involved in this shit. That's what she said. She was unwavering in the face of danger. Yeah, there's gonna be a message in here. Okay. She was unwavering in the face of danger. She always amazed me. It didn't matter that there was a war on our doorstep. She had things to do and places to be. It was the same stubbornness that kept her going to church despite a broken down car. There could be 500 riders with the blockade of burning tires on the main road out of Eden Park, and my mother would say, "Get dressed. I have got to go to work. You've got to go to school." But aren't you afraid? I'd say. There's only one of you, and there's so many of them. She would say, "Honey, I'm not alone." She'd say, I've got all of heaven's angels behind me." Well, it would be nice if we could see them, I'd say, because I don't think the riders know they're there. This is what he's saying. Okay. She'd tell me not to worry. She always came back to the phrase she lived by, if God is with me, who can be against me? She was never scared, even when she should have been. That carless Sunday, we made our circuit of churches, ending up, as usual, at White Church. When we walked out of Rosebank Union, it was dark and we were alone. It had been an endless day of many buses from mixed churches. It had been an endless day of many buses from mixed church to black church to white church, and I was exhausted. It was 9 o'clock at least. In those days, with all the violence and riots going on, you did not want to be out that late at night. We were standing at the corner of Jealous Avenue and Oxford Road, right in the heart of the Johannesburg wealthy white suburbia. And there were no minibuses. The streets were empty. I so badly wanted to turn to my mom and say, "You see, this is why God wanted us to stay home." But one look at her expression on her face, and I knew better than to speak. There were times I could talk smack to my mom. This was not one of them. This is interesting. So what's the gist of this if I had to do a book report? I don't know. I think it's something that's relative, though. Let me read that again. So basically, back in Johannesburg in South Africa, it was riots and stuff going on back when he was a kid. But his mama was a what was she? A warrior, man. Because she was doing this by herself. Hold on. So it was riots going on and blockades outside her door. And she would look at them fools like, "Hey, let me pass. I got shit to do." And she wasn't involved in it. So I see what she's saying. She was unwavering in her face of danger. That always amazed me. It didn't matter that there was a war on her doorstep. She had things to do and places to be. It was the same stubbornness that kept her going to church despite a broken down car. And he asked her, "But aren't you afraid?" And then she said, "There's only one of you," or he said, "There's only one of you and there's so many of them." Honey, I'm not alone, she said. I've got all of heaven angels behind me. Okay. Yeah, so that's relative. If you can dig deep and think about it. This got to do, in my mind, let's talk about from a more like, what's the word? Not literal, but like a metaphorical perspective. Spiritually speaking, this is, to me, that reminds me of how like spiritual warfare and shit could be. And what be happening to people in their life. And how them dark energies and spirits be jumping in and out of people that you might be dealing with. Where it'd be like a metaphorical riot, be right at your doorstep. It's like, either way, no matter what's going on, it's about you stay on your post and you be about God's business. In a nutshell, that's what I picked up from that. And stay on the train and keep going. I don't give a damn what's going on. Unwavering faith and know that you got angels. Damn, she even said that. I ain't afraid of shit because I got a team of angels behind me. And so maybe that's something for somebody to know. Fear not. Fear not. Because the angelic realm is real. And you got to know whatever spiritual warfare's roadblocks that's creating some type of disturbance, distraction, noise, some type of energetic spiritual riot that's happening in your reality, whether it's unintentional or not, it don't really matter. It's about you staying on your post, stay focused on what you're here to be doing, being about God's business, whatever it is. Keep your eyes on your road and your lane, stay on your train, and not be worried about all that other stuff that's not in alignment with where you're going and where you're feeling prompted and what's really going on, what matters to you. I don't give a damn who it is. And then, yeah, that's her name. What's her name? Her name is Mel Robbins. She got a new book out. It's called Let Them. And to me, that's kind of in alignment with just going through life like Omarion. Is that his name? With this unbothered energy, you got to, because you can't control what's going on outside of you. It's all about you and what's relevant for you, and what's your decisions, what's your intentions, what you want to be delivered about. And if anything is not in alignment with that, who cares? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, who cares? You can't control nobody else. All you gotta do is stay on your post, stay posted, keep moving forward, so that you can eventually embody what you need to embody, so you can be some sense of a blueprint of what coming out of that shit, and not being a part of that riffraff and drama, that riot energy. Come up out of that, so you can be an example of what life is like if you don't be like that, I guess. So that's what I got from that overall. See? So that, and see, it ain't just for book, it ain't just for the Bible, it could be for anything. Y'all should try that. Interesting. Because to me, that paragraph was relevant. Especially when you feel, it ain't about what nobody else tell you. If you feel in your heart that you are chosen and you have something that you're supposed to be doing down here for real, hey, typically you're going to come up against stuff left and right. For one reason or another. But you got to know, a forgiving heart, you might not can forget shit, but you have a forgiving heart and know that, hey, that shit it's powerful. It be influencing quite a few people. You know, it don't mean to be, but that's just how it is. But you got to know you ain't alone. You're not alone. And if the shit get too loud, if it gets too disruptive and people be trying to do too much, you got to know, hey, them people be coming up. They ain't coming up against you. They actually, when they start acting a fool too much, whatever might be going on, they actually coming up against God. So keep that in mind. That's why I have compassion and forgiveness, because you don't get away with anything. What goes around comes around. And if somebody try to create some type of something that's so-called interfering or postponing whatever you destined to do, that's attached to potentially helping pull other people out of light. If anybody is doing weird shit like that, that ain't even really got nothing to do with them trying to do something towards you. No, they coming up against something that's divine, a divine plan, a plan that was divinely orchestrated for you to be moving forward towards, and that's a big deal. So have compassion for them, because they're gonna have the answers to that. That's a big ass deal. That's why I try not to do nothing crazy to know anybody. Because you don't be knowing who you're dealing with, and you don't know who's chosen or who's trying to walk the chosen path, the narrow path. And if you get too carried away with that shit, and you in your shadow too deep, you do something bogus, hey. Because at the end of the day, hey man, so don't take it personal. I guess that's why I say don't take shit so personal. You can't. You can't, because it don't even be about that. That's just the dual nature of our reality. Damn, but I feel bad for people that just the thought of that. Like people who really be trying to do weird ass shit and sacrificial type weird shit to people who are really like chosen before the foundations of the world. God's chosen. Hey, you trying to like derail a plan that God got for somebody? Hell yeah, you can get your ass handed to you for that. Oh my God. And just the idea that, and you don't know what assignment people be down here and be on. That's why they say you got to just kind of be kind and be mindful. Shit. I guess that's why that naivete, because that naivete shit ain't gonna cut it. Because God's plan, God wins. Damn, let me go. That made me sick to my stomach, because I imagine that's why people be getting life and all that old shit. Oh shit. Oh my God. That makes me sad for humanity in some ways. Like, damn. That's why the faster you can wake up, the better. You be doing some weirdo shit, man. You be fucking around. You be coming up and you be going toe to toe with God and don't know it. No, you don't be fucking with the person, man. You be going toe to toe with God when you be trying to block people's fucking path and destiny or whatever God be having them do, whatever it might be. Or when you be hurting people, whether it's through relationships or anything, oh shit, no. You literally be you be in competition with God when you do shit like that. But whoever you are, if that's something you might have been doing down in that what is it called? That demon time? Is that how Kevin Gates said? If that's something you be doing though, it ain't too late. It ain't never too late, because they say it's a time delay. You can always shift and come up out of that shit. You can do it. If you're still alive, you alive and here for a reason. And so, I mean, from my perspective, that means it's not too late. You can always change. That fix shit, whatever you're talking about, you can change. You can change. You just gotta want to. And it's better to just want to sooner than later. Don't let something horrific to have to go down in your life before you change. Because that's awful. Damn. Man, Earth is ghetto. I'm just kidding. Hey, but I'm gonna go, because that just made me sad. Like, damn, that's why people be having it like that. Oh, hell no. Hey, but you can't save nobody. You only can save yourself. But anyway, as I learn and try to grow and overcome, I'm gonna try to come on here and share. B2Bs, I'm gonna come on here and try to tell y'all what he told me. If he tell me it's okay to do it. Because some shit, I am learning that some shit is for you and you only. But I'm coming on here BDBs and all. Look at B4C and all. Because I love you. And sometimes people need to know the truth, at least from your experience. Even if I'm not no Bible scholar, sometimes your practical experience, your rough times and how you overcame them and the shit what it took. Hey, you can share some with somebody from your own personal experience. And them be the good teachers as well. At least from my perspective. Because you can't learn nothing. You can't really learn nothing about life from somebody who ain't never did the shit or been through it. Like, who is you? Because of a book told you? Gone. You don't know what the hell you talking about. So I'm going to show tell y'all. I ain't gatekeeping that. So I love y'all, and I might be back. And you set y'all some new moon intentions, okay? Because that shit is real. I think it's real. Even if you don't follow the moon cycles. You know? Set some kind of intentions, especially if you're trying to change or something ain't right, you ain't happy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve that. I think we all do. I feel in my heart happiness is your fucking birthright. How about that? Some fool in the comments said, no, it's not. Programming. That's some programming. And so as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to try to throw away any old struggle mindset ass, disempowering, Scrooge, any programming and beliefs in my head that I thought was just the outright truth just because I was raised to think that shit. If that shit is bringing me sadness and making life hell in terms of mentally, emotionally, I'm throwing that shit in the garbage. I don't give a damn even if it's in the Bible. If it's something that I come across in the Bible that's something that is supposed to be literally something we're supposed to be living by, but as I read it and study, it's something that actually is oppressive in nature. When you try to apply that shit, hey, I'm not applying that. You can't. Because I don't think God put us down here to just be outright just suffering like that. And especially if you ain't even evolved enough to interpret it right, so you misinterpreting something, and then it's got you living in some type of mental prison, self-judgment, shame, guilt, just feeling pitiful about your fucking self. Like, nah, I ain't taking that in. I just want to take in things that are practical, that are uplifting, that'll help me grow and have a decent human experience, and not have an internal critic that's slaughtered, that's cutting my ass up left and right. And you got the right to do that, because I think a lot of times that's what's creating our perception of our experience. It's got to do with your beliefs. It's your beliefs. And I ain't holding on to no more toxic ass beliefs. Nope. So I just wanted to just share that with y'all. You ain't got to either. I don't give a damn who taught you that shit. Throw it out. When you an adult, you can throw out shit that ain't working. You ain't got to hold on to that, even if your mammy taught you. Because maybe she retaught you something that's flawed as hell and she don't even know it. You know what I mean? And you can still love it, but no, you can still love that person. But hell no, you ain't got to hold on to that toxic shit. That shit that keep you on antidepressants and keep you on anti-anxiety meds, and the shit that keep your blood pressure up, them type of beliefs like that. You ain't got to be holding on to that. And that don't mean you don't love the person. It's just that the perspective shift, you have evolving your perspective and perception, but that don't mean you don't love the person. But what is not okay is when people who are stuck in those outdated beliefs try to impose their power on you and try to make you feel like you can't evolve up out of that type of stinking thinking. Hell no. Because that's when I think you start to see people and families start to pull apart. Because it just become too much. Like, I love you, but we are on two different mental, our perspectives are different. So you can hold that. You can hold it. That's what Lisa said. What's her name? Lisa, that public speaker. I forgot her name. But you get to a point where the way you be showing up in your self-perception and worldview, you get to a point where it just don't work anymore. Well, I've always been that way. Well, is it working for you? Oh, okay, we'll keep doing it then. But if not, it's like, okay, them damn beliefs and thought processes got to go. I don't give a damn who taught it to you. You ain't got to stay stuck in that shit. Not like that. So anyway, I'm going to go before I get mad. So I love y'all. And I'll come back if something funny come through. But y'all have a good rest of y'all evening, okay? And anything else? Yeah, I don't know. And if you somebody, this is not a topic sponsorship or anything like that, but if you somebody with some thin hair, you might get you some of that little pepper spray stuff. It might work for you. It didn't work for me though, because my hair too close to my scalp. I probably would have needed some honey blonde topics to match the damn. No, because my scalp is brown, but my hair just not black. That's what that is. So, okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Be kind to yourself, man. And check yourself. Don't believe, question your thoughts. Don't believe all them thoughts that float through your head. That shit don't be true. Okay? Especially if it's hurting your feelings. Them thoughts be lies. So just remember that. Okay, I'm gone. Bye. Baby, when you down there all quiet, you being